All right, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy last Monday of the month. March Mania has been crazy to say the least for our team, and I'm sure for many of the teams out there. It's been super fun, super exciting. Every single Monday over the month of March, if you've been tuning in with us, you know we've been focusing on treating your business as if it's the last day of the month all the time. If you start the month pretending like it's the end of the month, you're going to start strong, you're going to keep it strong, you're going to build momentum, and then at the end, we're going to finish strong. It's really hard to finish strong if you don't start strong. Doesn't mean you don't always want to pick up and try and kick it in gear wherever you are. I always say, don't wait for a Monday, don't wait for a new year to set a goal or to reach a goal. But we did start at the beginning of this month focusing on working your business as if it's the end. So it's kind of exciting now because we are in the last 4 days of the month. We've been working like crazy. We've been working hard as if it's the end. And then here we are strong and finishing out the last 4 days. So we're going to talk to you guys today about some of the official month-end checklist. I know we posted the month-end checklist at the beginning of the month, and we've talked about several things from that individually. We're going to close out with more of that today. But it's really funny because Ashley, who's, I don't know where she is on your computer, but she's my top left. You're going to hear from her in just a few minutes. She is very close in levels to my husband Josh and I. Her husband's one in between her and my husband, team wise. So I work hand in hand with her every day as if she's my personally enrolled. And boy, she's in on the promos and on the contest. And this girl works her business as if it's the last day of the month every single day, no matter what life throws her. She runs her own business. She's going through fertility. She's about to move across country from California to Texas. And I have heard from her more in the last week or two than anybody else of my people that I normally work with every day, even with everything that she's got going on. Because when she sets a goal, she is not going to stop until it's done. And what's really cool about Ashley is once her goal is hit, she's still going. Like, she's still offering the promos, and she's still bringing in orders, and she's still doing three-way chats, and she's like, who else can I help? Or the more momentum I build up, while the fire is hot, I want to get it, because that's just building momentum for the next month. And I call that a millionaire mindset. If you didn't get it, go back to what I just said. When her goal is reached, she does not stop. She's still pushing for her goals. So what I was going to say was really cool was yesterday she had hit her goal, which was a re-rank goal. My husband Josh, his goal, which was a re-rank goal. And this is something you can note for future. This is a brilliant tip from the top that you can note for the future. Yesterday, to Ashley and I, we said, oh my gosh, it feels like the last day of the month. I feel like we just closed out a month and we still have 4 days left, because we were pushing so hard to hit those goals. And I say we, Josh and I, but Josh did all the work to do his, which doesn't always happen. But this time it was his idea to run, to push. And he sent all the messages. He got all the orders in. And then Ashley was on his team. So we were, sending down promos to her and her husband. And then we did it. And let me tell you why. Not only did we have double QV for promoter packs, but Lavelle launched that weekend promo offering freebies with promoter packs that's given someone free product plus double QV for not only them, but everyone in the upline all the way up the line. So you're helping not only yourself and your downline and those new people ordering, but you're helping all your upline reach goals too, which is always great. It's not what we think about or what we work for, but it's really awesome to know that you're helping people on all levels. It's all about helping others, right? So yesterday, that's what we wanted to do, was utilize Lavelle's promo. So basically, Josh and I paid forward our commission. He gets paid on promoter packs. I get paid portion of those same promoter packs. So we just paid forward our commission. So they got free product from Lavelle. They got cash back from us. Josh re-ranked, which automatically gives him a pay raise. Did you know every time you hit a higher rank, you just earned a pay raise because you're getting paid more levels? And if it's 200K, you get double the percentage, but you're getting paid on more levels of your team with every rank that you hit, giving yourself a pay raise. So Josh said, we need to do this today. He actually said Saturdays when he started, but then on Sunday, he was still a little bit shy. And he said, we need to do this today, because if I can rank up on Sunday, he doesn't have to wait till April to get paid at that rank. On Tuesday's paycheck, you get paid at that higher rank when you hit a rank. So that was just fun for us on the weekend, rolling into this Monday, having so much to share with you about how to close out the last 4 days of the month. The most amazing thing is Lavelle still has March Mania promos. We actually have a team member, brand new team member, 1 week into her Thrive experience, started as a customer with a $25 off promo, flipped to promoter on day 2 because she was loving it, sought out to get free product. She's the top of the leaderboard, the corporate leaderboard, #1, Jennifer. Y'all can go look her up. She hit 4K already because she got in 3 promoter packs that were all double QV. And so she could get the leaderboard bonus. She got the 4K rank advancement bonus. She hasn't even hit VIP 800 yet because she only has 1 customer, which will be her goal to get the second one to have free product coming for April. So much excitement, y'all. That happened for her in 1 week. Because you just keep sending messages, you just keep doing three-way chats, you just keep sharing Thrive, and then all of a sudden someone like that who gets it and understands, just like she's an Ashley, she's under Michelle King, but she is an Ashley for Michelle, because she's just going. She actually sent me a message yesterday and said, how often do they do these rank advancement bonuses? Very often. And I said, not very often. And she said, oh, well, I hope they're doing it when I hit 200K. Y'all, she's 1 week into her Thrive experience. So your goal is always to share as if it's the last day of the month, until you find someone like that and you're Ashley. So I'm going to turn it over to Ashley, that's going to talk to you guys about new orders and PPA, and then we're going to jump into all kinds of month-end information. But Ashley, go ahead and take it away.
Thanks, Starla. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why, Starla's talking about treating it like the end of the month. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about why we do that. Excuse me. I'll share a little story. I remember one time, it was about this time last year. Literally, I have been powering through. It was end of the month. It was actually end of the month. It was the last day of the month. And I had worked hard. I was trying to hit 12K, and I had done all the things all day long. I felt like I had 7 arms, 10 legs, 5 brains, all trying to make this happen. And I finally was like, I hit my rank, and I was like, I'm just going to go take a bath. I mean, if you've ever been end of the month where you're just trying so hard to hit something, and I was just like, I need to go disconnect for a minute. And so I went and laid in the bath. I was bubble bath. I had my White Claw. I'm still getting through chats coming in, but I'm like, at least I'm relaxing in the bathtub. And I remember telling Starla, okay, I have this person, they want to order. Are we still doing cash back? What are we doing here? And she's like, oh, if you still have people interested, I mean, do it. And in my mind, it never even crossed my mind that I would tell those people to wait. And I'm going to share with you why we're kind of the last couple days of the month. I know sometimes some people's mindsets are, well, I've already hit my rank. I'll just push their order, 3 days so I can be in a better spot, next month. And I'm going to share with you why that mindset just doesn't make sense. So there's 4 reasons why you really want to get all of your orders in when they come in, regardless of the time of the month. The first reason is it's not about you, it's about them. So this experience is not about you. It's, yes, we earn income and free, car payments, all the cool things, free trips. But at the end of the day, if you're going to be successful here at Lavelle, it's going to be about them, not about you. You're not going to get to where you want to be with the company if it's always going to be about you. So just remember, it's not about you, it's about them. The other thing is they don't have the opportunity to change other people's lives until they're thriving. So by not getting their order in, you don't give them an opportunity to feel the amazing stuff that Livell can do, that Thrive can do for them, which then is potentially hindering the ability of them changing other people's lives. Because if they don't get it in their body, they don't have the opportunity to see what it can do, then they're not changing someone's life. And remind yourself about that tired mama that's in the bathroom on her butt, crying tears, praying for something like this. And you're more worried about, well, I'm going to make this person, should I put the order in now? Or maybe if I wait a day, I can, whatever the case may be, you have to think about that tired mama or whatever that person is to you. For me, I have so many friends that literally will tell me that they will hide out in the bathroom, just bawl their eyes out because they're just so overwhelmed from their children and work and everything else. That's the person I want to help. And I can't help that person if I'm worried about myself. The third thing is volume, volume, volume. We get paid weekly. I could not even imagine telling someone, if I worked anywhere else, I couldn't imagine telling someone, hey, can you come back next week? Can you imagine going to buy something, a bed, a car? I mean, anything that is potentially life-changing. I mean, those are purchases people sometimes only do once in a lifetime, right? Those are big deals. And Thrive is a big deal. It's going to change their life. Can you imagine telling them, can you come back next week? I couldn't even imagine it. So just remember, we get paid weekly. So whatever you put in today, you're going to get paid in, today's being Monday, you're going to get paid next Tuesday on it. So it doesn't make sense to put things off because we want to get paid on it. And then the chances of them finding something else or someone coming in their ear and saying, oh, wearable vitamins, that's silly. And then all of a sudden they're doubting themselves and things like that. So you want to get their order in and not allow them to block their own blessing. The fourth reason is the sooner you get these people thriving, the sooner they're going to get their product. So if you get their order in, they're going to have today being the 28th and having 4 days left in the month. The sooner they get their order in, it's going to give them a chance to get their product the first week of the month, which is going to allow them to get 10 days in before they're even halfway through the month. And the chances of them feeling amazing within 10 days is pretty, substantial. So then they're going to want to share with people to get their Thrive for free. If you wait to put their order in the beginning of the month, there's a less chance that they're going to be able to feel it. And then by the time they're feeling it, it's now the end of the month and they're scrambling around to try and get their 2 Thrivers to get their Thrive for free. So remember, all of these things we're going to go back to, it's not about you, it's about them. So you want to get this order in so that way they can get their product sooner, they can feel it sooner, they can get their 2 for free sooner, and then potentially get their people thriving for free before the end of the month. And the chances of that happening are more likely if you're getting an order in on the 28th, 29th, and 30th than if you're getting an order in then the first 5 days of the month. And so just think about that. I want to always go back to, it's not about you, it's about them. But getting that volume in is way bigger than a rank. It's way bigger than a paycheck. It's way bigger than hitting a leadership call or a leadership training or whatever the case may be. This is far bigger than that. And I want to challenge you when you find yourself thinking, well, it's Thursday, it's the 31st, it's Thursday. I already hit my rank. I already did all this. I'm just going to wait. I'm just not going to respond to their message tonight. I'm just going to respond tomorrow morning and be like, oh my gosh, so sorry. It was, late last night and I didn't see it. Whatever you're going to say, not respond to their message and wait till the next day because you want their order to go in on the 1st. Just think to yourself, what are you keeping this person from experiencing? And it's not about you. So by waiting and putting it off and being like, oh, I didn't see your message, or it's kind of late, I won't message them back. You have no idea. It might be 10 o'clock. You might be awake and they just messaged you and you have no idea what situation they're in at that very moment. They could be in a position where they have absolutely nothing left but to reach out to this person who's been giving them hope on Facebook and they're finally ready. And you can change their life by responding and getting them set up and giving them a little bit of hope. So tomorrow morning, they can wake up and think, I can't wait for my Thrive to come in. I'm going to be thriving. And by not responding to them and not getting that order in right away, it's about them and not about you. So just remember that all the time. Go back when you start thinking about pushing orders, or I'll just wait, just always go back and think about the person you're trying to help and think about how is this going to affect them before you think about how it's going to affect you. So I am going to leave it there. I'm going to give it to Miss Betty, and Betty's going to take it off and explain to you how you can make this work for you while also making it work for them right away.
Thank you. I loved listening to all that. And I was thinking about it last night. I was sitting up, I think it was 11:45, 11:50 before I would finally go to sleep last night, because I was worried somebody might want to hit that deadline. And I was tired too, but I didn't go. And let me ask you something. Are you guys using this chill? I'm telling you what, doing this before you get on a Zoom like this works. I'm telling you. Now, what I want to talk about today is how I've really had a lot of success this month with the double QV. And if you're not utilizing that, let me give you some tips on how to make it work, because I am about this far from re-ranking. I mean, I'm close. I'm real close. I'm going to hit it too. The first thing, and I'm a list person, I'm very organized, haha, but I start out with a list, and you don't have to handwrite it. It's all in your Cloud Office, folks. The first list is every free account you've ever signed up. And if you don't know how to pull it up on your Cloud Office and print that out so that you've got it and you can mark off and write notes on it, ask your upline how to do it, because it's so convenient. Start with that list. Who has never ordered but has their free account? Or maybe they've sampled, but they still are just on a free account basis. Okay, that's the first list. The second list is the list of all your customers. Now, again, that's in your Cloud Office. You don't have to handwrite it down. It's in your Cloud Office. You can copy it, paste it, and print it out so you can make notes on it. But out of those customers, you'll see who's ordered and who hasn't ordered, and when was the last time they ordered. So you're looking at everybody who's maybe stopped ordering for quite some time, people who have just ordered last week. Yeah, let me tell you something. They might have ordered a $160 4-week experience pack, but when you tell them what's available as a promoter, there's going to be some that want to jump on it. And then how about this? Those customers who have their next auto ship set up for in April. Why not look at that and go to those people this week, the next 4 days, and say, hey, look, instead of spending $160 the first week of April, I've got a deal. And then you can share a promoter pack with them, or VIP pack with them. So here, those are the, that was the second list. The free accounts, the first one, the customers, the second one. And then you should already have maybe a handwritten list of those people who have told you in the past they're interested, but they haven't set up a free account yet. But when they said, yeah, I want to think about that, or now's not a good time, I'll check back with you later, I hope you're writing their name down, because that's the third list. Now, what are you going to do with these lists once you have them? Okay, there's 3 things you can do with them. Actually, I guess there's 4 things. First one is send them a text. Next, you could send them an email, or you could personal message them, which is my favorite. I love that. And of course, there's always a phone call. I don't particularly like to do phone calls, but a lot of people do. I have a hard time getting off of them when I get on them. But what are you going to send them? You're going to send them the information about purchasing one of the upgrade packs, the $400 one or the $800 upgrade pack. Now, you want to incentivize them, right? So the first thing before you reach out to these people that you want to do, reach out to your upline promoters, your upline sponsors, and ask them, are you willing to share or to pay back what Starla mentioned earlier, pay back the commissions that you're going to earn if I'm able to sell one of these upgrade packs? And I reached out to all 4 of my upline. Those are the 4 that are going to receive commissions. Every one of them said, absolutely, yes. And of course, I'm going to pay back mine too. So if you add up the commissions that they're willing to pay back and add to yours on a $400 upgrade pack, you can pay back $150. On the $800 VIP pack, you can pay back, what is it, $280, I think? Yeah. If you add up all those commissions. So if you've got existing promoters, that's what I did. I went to all of them, all of my level 1, because those are the ones that I have payback available. And I've said, if you order this now, I'm going to be able to give you cash back. I don't call it a rebate because that's not the proper term when on tax time. It's cash back. And I either send it back by check or electronically, whatever they want. And I'm also offering that to my new customers and who want to flip to promoters. I'm sorry, my new promoters, but I'm adding extra to my cash back. I'm not asking my sponsors to add extra. I'm adding extra. So instead of giving a new promoter $150 cash back, I'm offering them $200 cash back because it's worth it to me, folks. I'm going for the rank. And I want my upline sponsors, who this is also going to help, I want them to get the QV too, because they're going for a higher rank than I am. And folks, I want to support them as badly as they want to support me. So I'm hopefully by giving back some of my own cash, I'm helping myself, I'm helping my upline. Okay, so I'm giving the cash back. That's a big incentive to incentivize. But and here's another thing that sometimes we forget. If you're setting up a new promoter and it's the end of the month and they're thinking, there's no way I'm going to hit 4K. I've only got 4 days left. Let them know they're going to get double. No, they won't get double commission. You'll get double commission. But if they sell a promoter pack this week, they'll get double commission on it. And that, wait, I'm about to say something wrong, I think. I'm not sure, Starla, that the double commission will roll over. So let's just say they sell a $400.
Double QV.
Thank you.
Not double commission,
QV.
double QV.
Thank
And I'm
you.
not sure about rollover yet either. I can't wait to see.
Okay, but the regular QV is going to roll over for a new promoter who signs up the last half of the month. So they may be thinking they've only got 4 days to have a chance to hit that 4K. But actually next month, whatever they do this week is going to be added to next month. I hope that makes sense. And if it's a little bit confusing, I apologize, but check with your upline and let them help you understand that. It's very important. Now, one more thing I do to incentivize my team, because I have a downline team of promoters that I correspond with every day. And I've given them, I've thrown out a promo to them. I did it earlier this month. I just sent another reminder out today to let them know they've got 4 more days. But I set up a drawing for every one of my promoters who have at least 2 of the upgrade packs sold this month. I'm putting their names in a drawing and I'm giving them credits, which whoever I pull out of the drawing gets free credits from me. So you want to help your team. And that's just another suggestion you might consider. If you haven't done a promo with your team, do it. Do it. Because everybody likes to win. and take a look at your downline and see who's close to rank. If you, and I'm sure you've already done this, but if you haven't, and you've got a couple of promoters who are close to rank, lock arms with them and run with them. Offer them whatever you need to offer them to help them get there. And I'm sure you're all doing that anyway. And Starla, I'm going to leave that. That's what I'm doing to take advantage of this double QV, because it's big and it's great. And I'm happy that Lavelle has made this available to us. So y'all take advantage of it.
Betty?
Starla.
Betty, thank you so much. Don't mute yet, because I want you to tell us how many promoter pack orders have you gotten in this month, or just off the top of your head?
16.
Y'all, 16.
I'm organized.
She
I have
is
16
organized.
names, and I've got all of my upline and how much they're going to pay me at the end of the month.
Yes.
But I'm going ahead. I have an account set up to where I can send out immediate cash back, and I do that for I do the whole check, and then at the end of the month, when this is all over, I'll send a tally to my upline and say, this is what you owe me. And they're great about paying me back because I know them.
Yes, yes.
I know where they
to find them.
live. Yes.
I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna pretend like Betty only got in $400 packs, no 800, which I'm sure she did get some 800, but double QV on that is $12,800. That's how much volume.
I got 5 800s.
So 5 of those were $800 packs, which is even more. So she has been crushing this March Mania, and y'all, it's for a re-rank. It's for a re-rank because she knows when you hit that rank, you automatically get a pay increase. So I'm going to switch my view. I changed it. I don't like it. There we go. Now I can see all your pretty faces. Okay, I've got so much to say. So y'all sit back, relax, or actually don't relax, get pen and paper. Maybe I've been writing down the whole time Ashley and Betty were talking. Plus, I still have to cover Spring was going to be on here covering waiting room for you guys because she is the pro. But unfortunately, she has a stomach virus and couldn't jump on with us today. So I'm going to cover that for her too. But first thing I want to say, if you have any questions on what Ashley or Betty just talked about or didn't quite understand the point they were trying to make, drop it in the comments so we can cover that. Any questions about PPA, orders, ranks, double QV, any of that. I know some of you are sitting back here thinking, I don't have the money to pay people the cash back. I cannot afford to give people money back from my commissions. Let me stop you in your tracks right there and tell you that is a limiting mindset. A millionaire mindset is like you just heard from with Ashley and Betty. They're go, 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 and doing whatever they can to get orders in, however we have to get them in so that they hit their ranks, because that grows your paycheck. So let me ask you this. Do you think if Betty hadn't have been sending all these messages and gotten with her upline and been incentivizing people to order these promoter packs, do you think they would have gone and ordered $400 and $800 promoter packs on their own? No, they wouldn't have gone to place the order, which means they wouldn't have Thrive in their hand. And Betty wouldn't have all that QV that's going to get her back to her rank to increase her paychecks. And then I know a lot of you are also saying, so even on the upline, like if somebody wants to do a pack stack promo with me and is asking me to pay forward the commission I'm going to get on them, heck yeah, I'm in. I don't hesitate. I'm in. If you're going to go do the work to get in that amount of volume, and double QV just doubles it, then heck yeah, I'm in. I will pay forward my commission because I'm not making that commission if you don't get the orders in. And if you get the orders in, I'm paying forward the commission, but our team is growing. Our volume is growing. Everybody's ranking. We're shouting people out. We're welcoming people in. We have new people then hopefully to help Thrive for free or to help go VIP. All those customers that Betty had flipped are now in VIP bonus period. So we're gonna help them go start earning a weekly paycheck and a bonus. And they could be like Jennifer and be on the leaderboard in the next week. Like that's insane to me. And you need to see the big picture here. We're not talking little bitty. We're not talking about, oh gosh, my $40. It's not about that. Pay back that $40. Get new people going and growing. That's the name of the game here. And that's what will get you on the millionaire stage at Thrivepalooza. And it really, really will. And I know that is big, big thinking, but that's where you're headed. If you're right here, right now, listening and taking notes and then taking action, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute, then that's where you're headed. So I want you to think about all of that stuff. You're growing your team. I've got all these notes. Oh my gosh. Oh, and what Ashley was saying about, even if it's the last day of the month and you have people ready to order and not holding them, that's not only for those of you who have already hit your rank. If you've already hit your rank, keep going, keep growing, keep getting your team to hit ranks. Because I guarantee you, if you're at 12K, 40K, 80K or above, you've got people really, really, really close to 4K right now. At least one $400 promoter pack away from 4K right now. That's 800 in volume. If you're going 12K, then you should have 1 or 2 4Ks on your team. You get 1 or 2 promoter packs in and you're going to be 12K. But also that applies if you're too far from your rank. I have a lot of people that this weekend flipped over. Maybe they flipped over to 40K. So they're too far from 80, maybe. So they're going to sit back on the next 4 days and kick their feet up and say, "Oh, wonder what Loyala's going to throw out in April." That's not the way to do it. They need to be like, yes, I hit 40. Okay, who on my team still hasn't hit 4K and 12K? Who on my team can I get pushing closer to 40? I've had people that are at 20,000 in volume and they're like bringing people in left and right the last 3 or 4 days of the month because they know it's just going to help them hit 40 the next month. Maybe they're missing 40 this month, but the next month they're going to have so much momentum built up that that's going to be their month. So that's where your head needs to go. That's where your brain needs to be focused on at all times. Who can I get started right now? Who can I help right now? Who can rank up today? Who can hit a bonus today? Who can get on that leaderboard? Who can I get started? Who can I incentivize to order a promoter pack to get me double QB, to get me a little bit farther? Because and here's another thing. This is another limiting mindset. I know there's a lot of people out there that said, I'm not pushing this double QB because it's fake volume. It's going to build up all this volume that's not going to be there next month. And then next month's going to be a struggle because there's not going to be double QB anymore. Wrong mindset. Stop it. Big red X right now. That's not where we go because we're building momentum. Everybody that hits new ranks and gets rank advancement bonuses or re-ranks, you're getting that increased paycheck all through this week and next month, while you're building on the momentum that you just created, which is also why it's so important to always bring in new. Be the leader of your team. Stay in forward motion by always doing the daily activity and getting new people started. You never have to worry about repeat volume if you're always bringing in new customers and new promoters on your team, and you are the leader of the pack. Don't ever not be the leader of the pack. I have watched my team PPA for so long. I always have the most incredible people in the top of my team's PPA, but it's been a long dang time since I've been in the top 10. Like if you go to your team PPA ranking, it gives you the top 100. You may or may not even have 100 people on your team, but if you do, that's what it's going to show you. And I've got some pretty powerful people and they stay up there. Like, I'm like, dang, we're after 8 years. I'm like, where are they getting these people from? And I was kind of like, well, it's hard when you've been around for a long time to keep getting new people. That was wrong. I was talking myself out of being on the top of my team PPA. And I changed that. I completely changed that in January. And now I'm number 2. My team's top 10 PPA, and dang it, I'm going to stay there because I have to be the leader of this pack. And I probably shouldn't have just told y'all that because I may not stay there, but that's my goal. I want to stay, maybe not 2, but I'm going to stay in the top 10 because I need to be bringing in new people all the time. And I've got new fire and new confidence and new blood and new momentum and new throbbers and new rank advancement people. I've got someone hopefully that's going to hit 4K. And because of double QV, I mean, it's simply because of double QV, which is creating momentum. So all those limiting beliefs, throw them out the door. This is up to you. And Lavelle gives us every tool that we need to succeed. Do you know they give us double QV for a reason? I mean, we're going into Thrive-Palooza. They did double QV and a rank advancement bonus all in the same month. Why? Because we're going into Thrive-Palooza, and whatever E is that they keep talking about is about to launch. So they wanted us taking advantage of promoter packs this month to rank, build momentum with rank advancement bonuses, leaderboard with new promoters hitting the ground running, but also bringing in all these new promoters, because whatever they're launching for us in April, you guys, the bigger your team, the bigger you're going to grow. The bigger your mindset and your vision for where this company's going, don't doubt them. Don't ever question it. When they put something out there, you run, and you run as fast as you can. So whether you hit that rank or not, keep pushing. And if you haven't hit that rank, you guys, do not let it pass. If there's any way, if you're even within this much, I don't care if it's this much or this much, go make it happen. So I kind of like flip-flopped there and kind of started talking about what was on my mind for this roadmap and skipped waiting room. So I want to backtrack to waiting room as far as closing the month strong, because it is huge. It is very valuable. I probably said it to you guys way back at the beginning of this month when we started talking about treating every day of the month as if it's the end of the month, and said, you need to be a leader and make sure you have someone in your waiting room by the time when the last week of March comes around. You want to have something in your waiting room. So if you don't know already, every time you enroll a new promoter, they go in your waiting room and they can stay there for up to 60 days. And you can place them wherever you need to put them on your team. So use your waiting room right now. Go to your cloud office if you don't know, or if you do know, or when we get off, go to your team in your cloud office and look under waiting room and see who you have there, what QV they have, and how many days you have left to move them. If you have someone in there that started in March, they have double QV, and that double QV won't stay in your waiting room. So you should probably move it now to help someone on your team rank. With that being said, you want to incentivize people who are working. So you don't just, if you see a promoter that's been sitting at $3,000 for 4 months in a row and they haven't brought you any throughway calls or any new thrivers in 3 months, and they're sitting at the same repeat volume that always repeats, don't give them waiting room volume if they're not working. You want to reward the people on your team who are growing, who deserve that reward. So people that are bringing you throughway calls, people who are they're on your top PPA, people who are in the grind, people who are making an effort, people you're hearing from, people who are showing up. But I always incentivize them. Ashley actually did great this weekend. She incentivized a new promoter, maybe not even a new promoter, but someone who was newly working, and said, hey, I've got someone in my waiting room. If you go bring in another promoter, I can get you the rest of the way to 4K. And on fire, Jen went and got her promoter. She messaged Ashley and said, it's done. I got her. I've done her a welcome shout out. And Ashley, gave her a leg, and she hit 4K for the first time. So she just hit $1,000 rank advancement bonus because Ashley gave her an incentive and said, you do this, I'll give you this. So if you have anybody close, if you have anybody that's $1,000 away from 4K and you have $800 of volume, say you go get $200 more, I'll give you the $800 to get you the rest of the way there. Here's my tip. And this is why I like Spring to talk about it, because her brain gets it. Like, she could have been the creator of the waiting room tool in our cloud office. She gets it so much. So we have people all over our team all the time. We tell everybody, do not make a waiting room move without checking with your upline 80K or 200K first. And they will tell you if it's a smart decision or if it's going to screw you all up, because you can mess it up. I mean, it's not do or die. You just can never move it once. I mean, you can't change it back once you move it. Sometimes people like strong leg themselves purposely, not purposely, they do it accidentally, but they did it. They strong leg themselves. You don't want to do that. Sometimes they give it to people because they think they deserve it, but they really didn't make them work for it. Just get with your upline to help them coach you through making smart moves. I still don't do a lot of waiting room moves without checking with Spring. And I've been doing this 8 years just because her brain gets it. So always check with your upline, but definitely utilize it and incentivize people to work. You have 4 days left. So if you go look and see what you have now, hopefully you guys all have new promoter volume in your waiting room, and you can look at it now. You can look at who's close to a rank. You can look at sponsorship downline. You can look at placement downline. Look at all those things, screenshot it, send it to your upline and say, this is what I'd like to do. Let me know if this is smart or not. And you have time to check it today, reach out to your team, see what you can get them to do in the next 2 days, and then move it on the last day of the month. But don't wait till the last couple of hours of the month. The website sometimes gets bogged down. If everybody's in there making moves, it's a lot. You can only imagine the moving parts and the components there in the cloud office. And if we bog it down the last couple of hours, it gets a little crazy. So that's waiting room. Utilize it to your advantage. Help people grow. Go pull your reports. Pull all those lists that Betty talked about. Get on your top PPA, you guys. You want to be the leader of your pack. Speed of the leader determines the speed of the pack. I cannot stress that enough. You can talk about it or you can be about it. You know what to do. If you show up here every day, every Monday, you know what to do. If you show up for any trainings, you guys know what to do. You just got to put it all into action. And if you're not getting where you want to be with the action you're taking, you've got to increase your action. If you're letting life get in the way and it's slowing you down, life happens to everybody. Everybody has to show up for work every day, though, or you're not going to pay your bills. You just got to decide how big you want this income to be and the effort you're going to make to get that income to be where you want it to be. So we're going to wrap this up so we can go jump on Lunch and Grow with Chastity Marie. Thanks, you guys. I hope this was helpful. Thanks, you guys, for joining us every week. And I can't wait to see you all at Thrivapalooza. Bye, guys.